You know, it's so special, and around this time of year, you get to see it quite a few times. And yesterday, we did a sponsorship announcement with Andy's Frozen Custard in Victory Lane. So anytime you get to go to Victory Lane at the World Center of Racing is pretty special. I just enjoy driving into this place, going through the tunnel, and everything that leads up to the Daytona 500. You only get one shot a year to win this thing, and you don't know if it's going to be your last, so you try and take advantage of it.
But I know for a fact that your grandfather, Richard Childress, I mean, he put pressure on everybody to run well every week, but there was something about coming down here. He would just wander through that shop a little more often, just making sure we had all the I's dotted and T's crossed. And Austin, aside from the 2018 Daytona 500 win, you've won here in Xfinity Series. You won the last time we were here in August to make the playoffs. It has been a good racetrack for you.
It really has, and I think it's just, you know, growing up here, being here in '98 when Dale won, and being up in Victory Lane, and just loving the place. You know, I think half the battle is coming here not defeated, right? A lot of people do that, and I try to bring positive momentum into here, and I've been fortunate, had some good days and some bad days, but I love the good days for sure.
You mentioned 1998. It was 25 years ago today. Larry, you mentioned this earlier. 25 years ago today that Dale pulled it off in that magical call from Mike Joy. It was such a special moment in the history of NASCAR. Larry, I'm going to let you lead this conversation because you were in the middle of it all.
Well, and I knew how bad that man wanted to win this race. The man had won 30-something races here in everything imaginable. IROC, Xfinity Series, the Clash, the Duel. I think he went 10 years and never even lost a dual race. But I think the thing that meant the most to me was in Victory Lane, taking a step back and watching Dale and Teresa Earnhardt and Richard and Judy Childress, how much it meant to them. I've always said it was like watching your kids open their presents on Christmas morning, and then watching Tina Dillon scream at Austin and Ty about quit climbing on the trophy.
What do you remember about that day?
Just the hat dance. I think, you know, getting all those hats, and then everybody's so happy, right? Like the excitement, you know, the relief. I feel like you could feel it there. I mean, it was a big deal. And now I've got a teammate in a similar situation, hasn't won here before, and we're coming up, and so I'm excited to get Kyle as our teammate and try and help him here at this place and make it special for him.
Yeah, and you talk about your new teammate, Kyle Busch, and obviously there is some adjustment there. What have the conversations been like at the shop? You had some time together in Los Angeles as the two of you prepare to take RCR to the next level.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, when you get a guy like Kyle Busch, it elevates everybody in the shop. They're excited. They're ready to see what we can bring. So LA was a great momentum starter for us. And just flying back on the plane with myself, my grandfather, talking about, you know, the race. And everybody's just really vibing really well right now. And Kyle's just a competitor, man. He wants to win, and he brings that attitude to the track, and we love that, and we want to build off of that.
So RCR, they come here with the changes with Kyle Busch in the 8 car. You come here with a change as far as a crew chief, Keith Rodden. I've always been a big Keith Rodden fan. He's won a race at Indianapolis with Casey Kane. What led to the hiring of Keith Rodden with Justin Alexander stepping down?
Well, I like calling him Chief Keith. So we're having fun already. I think the biggest part was a test last year for the Chevy, one of the Chevy tire tests. He was the crew chief on it, and we kind of had a really good relationship, went to dinner that night. He's a racer. He's from Hickory, North Carolina. He loves to race, and that's what you want. He was really key with the Chevy Tech Center and everything that Eric Warren is doing on the Chevy side of things. So he's really key in all the, you know, Chevy partners. So I'm excited to have Keith at our organization. He's already built a really good team there. We had a strong core. He brought himself and an engineer, and the engineer's been great to work with. So it was just a really strong start.
Hey, I got to ask you, what is it about Austin's winning at Daytona? Because you had Cindric in the Xfinity race a couple years ago. He wins the Daytona 500. You win in August, as Larry pointed out. Your teammate Austin Hill won the Xfinity race last year. What's going on there?
That is odd. I didn't notice that. That's a lot of Austins winning.
And then there was
Daytona.
Jeremy, the other winner.
Yeah. We just got to keep Austins in the 500 this year. We'll be good.
And we'll see you Saturday in the Xfinity booth. Looking forward.
3 Austins in the 500, hopefully, after Thursday night.
That's right, yeah. He's trying, your teammate Austin Hill trying to get in for Beard Motorsports, a story we'll be following. Great to have you with us. We'll see you Saturday for the Xfinity race on FS1, and more importantly,